What is up, Hostile family? So I am finally getting situated here, getting comfortable with all the Hostile products, being with the team. So now I'm gonna start bringing videos to you. Today, with day one here being, I'm gonna show you what a typical, right now, I'm deep in my off season, hitting top weights, body weights. So right now the training is intense in regards to trying to put on, add in muscle tissue for the 2022 season. Today's gonna be a leg day. It's gonna be very, very heavy. So we go heavy and hard right now, while we have a lot of food in us. And then hopefully you guys can use this in your own and improve your training from it as well. Today, with it being a quad day, I kind of think of that more as like a pump session. And so whenever I think of that in my mind, like pump session with arms, with chest, with shoulders, with quads, I like to use the Bloodshot. So this is that non-stim pre-workout. Really, the 2 scoops in here gives you plenty of pump. Also has that focus factor. Something I really like is you're not, you don't have that stim effect of, kind of getting cracked out a little bit, but more so just that focus pump feeling. I mean, I can feel it within a couple of reps of starting the workout. I can already see, the juices flowing, everything getting going. So I've been really liking this, especially on quad days. And then my all-time favorite Hostile product right here, I don't miss this on any day pretty much, is the Intra R3. So this is the all-in-one. I call it the all-in-one greatest product we have because it has, your EAAs in it, BCAAs, it has hydration factor, and then it has, 20 grams of cluster dextrin per scoop. So always have an intra workout. Like I said, I'm a big fan of carbs in it, so make sure you're using that Intra R3 for your intra, sipping on it throughout, and I guarantee, your results will add up. Here we're at Arm Press Pro Gym, one of the best gyms in the country. I'm gonna show you some good workouts and some great equipment. So for some of you that watched my YouTube channels before or watched my training before, one thing I always do, and we're going to show you here, I'm going to kind of cover everything all over again when it comes to leg training. What I like to do here is I always start with calves. Okay, so 2 reasons for that is, 1, to kind of warm up, get everything flowing, the blood moving, kind of get the legs warmed up a little bit through calves. And you can also stretch while you're doing it as well. Number 2 is so that you don't put them at the end and then forget about them. So I know a lot of you like to do calves at the end, and then when you have a really good leg day, you get to the calves part and then you just skip them. So we do them first to make sure we don't ever skip calves, because calves matter very much so, and you need to get them done. So make sure you get the calves in first and then get into your legs, and then make sure you have a full leg workout, all right? As you'll see here, what I'm doing is I'm supersetting calves. So we're doing this like hack squat version, and then also a seated version. The reason for that is you actually have 2 parts of your calves, so 2 muscles make up your calves. You have the gastrocnemius, which is the bigger muscle on the outside, and then underneath it, below it, is the soleus. So when you're seated, you're hitting your soleus, and then when you're angled up or loading it from the bottom up, like with a standing or a leg press or this angled up hack squat, you're hitting the gastrocnemius. So to make both of them grow equally, you need to make sure you're doing both. So what I like to do is superset them. So it's bang, 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 back and forth, all right? So make sure you're getting your calves in. Make sure you're finishing up those legs. Yep. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yep. There we go. Good. All right, so we're gonna get the quads started now. We're gonna get rolling here. Always like to do something to kind of warm up, get everything going, blood flowing first, before we get into our, hack squats, leg presses, squats, things like that. So I like to start with quad extensions. So like I said, get everything warmed up. Today, we're gonna do some single legs. So individual legs, one at a time. Get all the blood in there. We'll probably do at the end some type of 2-leg drop set or something. But this is all a pre-exhaustion technique. So when we get as much blood in our quads before we go into the main movements to make everything tougher. So I'm all about kind of pre-exhausting here and get into the heavy stuff while you're pre-exhausted, because then you really got to battle, and that's going to create more growth. So let's kill it here to start, and we'll get into the fun stuff. All right, so we did our single leg quad extensions there. We did 3 rounds each. Got things warmed up. Now we're going to do that drop set I was talking about. So now we're doing 2-leg. This is kind of just to blast them off, finish them off here, get as much blood in there as we can. So I'm going to do probably like 12 to 15 at the top weight. We'll cut it 60 pounds, do 12 to 15, cut it 60 more pounds, do 12 to 15. On the last round, I'm gonna try to do some holds at the top. So when it's at the lightest at the end, see how much we can hold it. But remember, all the way through, full extension at the top, because that's what's gonna bring your quads out all the way through. Don't neglect that, don't do the half reps, because you're only hitting your bottom tiers there. I wanna hit the whole quad through the whole extension. All right, here we go.
Good. Good, baby. Yep. Good shit. Good, Brett.
Yep. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Let's get it. Good shit. Good, Brett. Squeeze. There we go. Good, brother. Good, come on. Yes.
Yep. Oh, shit. Oh.
Just set it. I never had to do this. I never had to do this, Brett.
Quad extensions, like that was our goal, the pre-exhaustion to get everything going. Now we're going straight into some leg press. So this is quad focused today, right? So quad focused leg press. What that means is you want to put your feet more narrow and more low on the platform. So that's going to load the quads. Make sure you're doing a 2 to 3 second count down, fully loading them, and then pressing through with a 1 count. So remember, low, close is quads. If you want to do more hamstrings, it's going to be wider and higher for the feet. But right now, our focus is quads. So watch how we do it.
A little bit of blood. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Juji, for sending me these salts. Let's see how they work. I was told not to put too close to the face.
I just gotta win that.
Good, Brett. Come on. Good. There we go. Good shit, brother. Come on. Yes. There we go. Keep it moving. Good. Good. Come on. More. Yes. Yes. Easy money.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was heavy. It worked though. Fuck. That woke my soul up. Now I can't talk. All right, just got done with those heavy quads. Sorry. So that heavy leg press worked up to a top set there. That's probably one of the best sets I've done on that. We did 26 plates for 15 reps, so I'm gonna keep building up on that. Now we're gonna go into a squatting motion. So I like to go quad extensions to a press to a squat. Lately I've been liking to do it in the Smith rack right here, the Smith machine. As you can see, what we're doing is we're having our heels up. So the purpose of this is, how I like to split up my leg days is a quad focus day and a ham focus day. So on the quad days, we're fully loading our quads. What these little platforms do on the bottom, the ramps, is it makes sure that when we're squatting down, the force goes forward and all the weight goes over your quads, so you're fully loading your quads. So it's just a little bit of variation to make sure you're only hitting your quads. And it gets brutal, brutal, brutal. And I love to do these because you know exactly what you're working. So we'll build up pretty heavy here, as you'll see, and try to get another top set PR.
Here we go. Come on.
Yep, come on. Yep.
Ain't nothing. Come on. Let's do it. Yes. Come on. Yes, sir. Good, brother. Let's go. Yes. Good. Keep it moving. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Yes. More. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. There we go, Brett. Come on. Come on.
Yes, sir. All right, so what we're going to now, just got done with those heavy squats. We still have we have a hack squat session left. But before we get there, we're gonna do some adductors. So what I learned is, everyone's so worried about that quad sweep, so the outside of your leg, building that up, which is still very important. That's what we're doing with the quad exercises. You also have to be conscious of the inside of your leg. So to make your legs bigger, we're doing everything we can to expand them, out. But what we neglect is growing them from the inside and expanding them that way. So about a year ago, I started doing adductors, the adductor machine or some form of adductor exercise, every single leg session. Doesn't matter if it's quad or hamstrings. So twice a week, I'm doing adductors. I noticed my legs got bigger because they got thicker on the inside. So don't neglect the inside of your leg. It's just as important as the out. This isn't a girl exercise. This is very important. So adductors, some people call them good girls, bad girls. This being the good girl. Make sure you do them and grow the inside of your legs. Yep.
Good, bro. Yes, sir. Good, brother. Huh?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Come on.
Yep. 2 more.
Come on.
Yep.
Good.
On to our last exercise of the day, the good old handy hack squat. So I love the hack squat. I do it pretty much every single quad day. Mattering on what we do, I like to move it around in the exercise selection. Lately, I've been doing it last. I'm just kind of mixing it up because I was able to get so heavy on it that it was becoming a little taxing on the knees. So what I've been doing lately is, we hit our leg press, we hit our squats, our quad extensions, and then we finish with the hack. So today, since we're already pretty fried from the heavy lifts we did, we're gonna slow this one really down. So we're gonna do a 3-second eccentric, so that's a 3-second negative, quick pause and hold them back through. So we'll work up a couple sets in this, and then we'll do a nasty variation drop set thing at the end. I'll decide, we'll call it good. So let's kill them here at the end. It's not over until it's over. Let's go. That side. Nope.
Here we go. Good shit, come on.
Man. It's something I like to do at the very end, especially on hacks. You can do it other places, squats, leg press. I call them 1.5s, because you do a full rep down, you only come halfway up, back down, then full. So 1/2 down, up, 1. So 1.5. The purpose for that is it's kind of a time under tension, so you keep the load on your quads the entire time. You're controlling it. At the half up, you stop, back down partial, all the way through. These are brutal as a back offset, as a finisher. Just something to make sure you completely, wipe yourself out and finish the day. So that's it for now. We'll touch base back and do a closing. That was a good quad workout. I'm ready to rest.
Yep.
Burn him. Good, big man. There we go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Good. There we go. Come on. You got more. Yes, sir. Good. Good.
All right, there we go. First official training video done for HOSSTILE. Had a blast. Like I said, that's a typical leg workout right there. As you'll see with me and these training videos come, it's about high intensity, heavy weights, precise form, and that we have intended muscles we're trying to train and we're going to execute. So these are just things I picked up over the years I want to share with you guys. It's worked for me in my journey. If you know my backstory, I went pro 3.5 years ago in classic physique at 195. I did competed in 212 a year later as a pro. Took 2 years off, and then I came back last year in the open. I got second in my open debut, weighing 242. This next show I'm going to be over 250. I guarantee that. And it's just from precise training, nutrition on point, and just loving this process. That's what I do. So I enjoy this shit. This is what I'm good at, and we have fun doing it. So I'm gonna keep sharing that with you. And then what I want you to do is let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of training, if you enjoyed these videos, so I can do more training videos for you, or what you want to see from me. I have ideas in my head, but I want you guys to let us know what you want to see more of from me, and then I'll continue to bring these videos to you guys. I'm gonna have a good time doing this. So for now, I'm just finishing up. I put some Silo 9 into just the last remaining water I had. So that's just for recovery purposes. Blast EAs right after the workout, and then I'll go home and have my protein shake with the ISO H1 at home. So that's next. And now, then it's just rest and eat the rest of the day. And then come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a rest day, thank God. Come back the next day and do it all over again with a different body part. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to this, like this, and let me know what you want to see more of, because we're going to be bringing you a lot. Till next time.